M-I-S-E-R-Y, it's the Miserable Media. M-I-S-E-R-Y, it's the Miserable Media. It's the Miserable Media.
It's the Miserable Media. Hey everybody, it is your girl Bondi Blue and my boy Brett Grau. We are back for another Miserable Media episode.
You so damn sexy.
Oh, you know, I try.
No, sorry, go ahead.
And today, so I was explaining to Brett about who Malik Yoba is.
Don't know who that dude can walk in here right now and offer me money, and I'd take it, but I wouldn't know who he was.
He doesn't watch black movies, which is probably why.
I don't watch white movies either, in all fairity.
Do you know what Anthony Hopkins looked like?
Sir, you mean Sir Anthony Hopkins?
Do you know what Christian
Hannibal
Bale looks
Lecter?
like? Do you know what Christian
You mean
Bale
Batman?
looks like? Okay. Okay. All right.
I know black people, man.
Well, I'm just saying Malik Yoba
wrong
was
with
in
you?
New York Undercover in the 90s. And
Yeah,
since
I
then,
know
he's
90s
been
black
in
people.
movies. He was in Empire.
He looked like the basketball player, though.
Of course he does. He's black.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like.
Oh, you know. God,
But you know
she
what?
gets me.
Whatever.
She gets me every time.
But what have you?
All right.
He has decided to come out of the closet and doesn't want to use that wordage because he sees himself as a heterosexual man.
Oh, he's a Mike Yanny.
Shut up. Okay. So he said no because Mike Yanny, whether he wants to admit it or not, likes the male aesthetic. He likes teenage boys.
Oh, yeah,
who
that's
look
right.
Like
Oh, so what
boys.
this dude do?
This dude likes trans women. He did not specify post-op or pre-op, just trans women. Now, the word on the curb in Hollywood is that everybody knows he don't care. He like, pre-op, post-op, those are the type of women that he has dated. He is married and had children with a natural-born woman, and that is another thing. During this interview, there's argument about, and this is what I've started to be bothered with, why can't I refer to myself as a natural-born woman without a trans woman feeling shaded by it?
That's hateful.
You're not a natural born woman. You've had to transition into a woman. And I want to respect your choice. But what you need to do is respect my choice to say, I was born with the ovaries, I was born with the vagina, I was a natural born woman. You, whatever you were, okay, you were probably a man, a boy, okay? You had testes. And you decided that didn't coincide with your spirit. So you want to now look like what you feel like. So on this interview, when they're talking about how gender and sex are two different things, only to a certain degree. You're not going to act like a doctor just pulled it out of his ass that you were a boy or that you were a girl. No, it is because of your private parts.
Oh yeah, we gotta know. He's going for a vestite or a sexual. We talking about the D or no?
But see, that's the thing.
He wants the
They don't
D?
even want you to use the
bro.
words that we don't even really understand all the way because
We have
there's
to
so
know.
many different non-binary and all of this.
Way
like,
too fucking
you don't want to be called
confusing.
she, you don't want to be called he, you want to be called it. Like at the end of the day, y'all as a community don't have this shit figured out, but y'all want everybody else to have it figured out. And in this Breakfast Club interview, where Malik Yoba is doing this interview, he's saying things that they didn't like him saying. So it's like y'all didn't even have a conversation with each other before y'all came on the radio show. And y'all want everybody who may not be directly exposed or didn't watch Pose on the first or second season or hasn't seen Paris is Burning on Netflix, people who haven't been around transgender people. And I also feel like this generation of trans people is different from the trans people that I grew up around, because I feel like the trans people that I grew up around
Grew up around trans people? What kind of lifestyle would you traveling from?
No, when I was growing up, going to Xavier Prep, they used to do talent shows, and one of the people that would come and do a talent show was a trans woman named Paris. And when I was a kid, I grew up loving Paris and watching this videotape from the different that they had at Xavier Prep. And I always loved her. Me and my cousin would be like, that's not a real woman, Brittany. Like, that's what I was like, no, it's not, and fight with him back and forth about it. So I grew up having an affection for somebody.
Did you know
who was trans.
Was there a D or no D?
I don't know, but her hair
back
was
then they
real.
didn't do that. You know what I mean?
They did it. This was like the early 90s. So they were doing it
If you had to guess.
If they had money, they could get those reassignment surgeries.
Look, y'all got to advertise whether there's a D or not.
But here's the thing. They feel like they shouldn't have to. I feel like you can't act like it doesn't matter if you get into a relationship with someone and at some point you have to explain why you can't give a man children. You can't sit here now and tell me that it doesn't matter. It does matter. You can't say it doesn't matter about your sex when you feel the need to change it or go through a dangerous surgical procedure so that you can feel more like the gender that you want to be assigned to.
All right, I gotta assume.
I'm respectful of all of that. Hold up, I'm respectful of all of that. But I just kind of feel like at some point, y'all are starting to get mad at us because we've been saying shit the same way. Natural born woman, regular woman, you're trans, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't like the differentiation, but there is a difference. And I just don't understand why we can't be honest about that and still have respect for one another. Why do I have to be transphobic?
Nobody's
because
transphobic.
I don't want to say that,
you and Drew Brees.
Because I don't want to not say I'm a natural born woman. Like, I don't understand why I can't say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you start to encroach upon how I identify myself, I feel like then we're getting out of the spectrum of respecting who you are and starting to respect some type of lie you're telling yourself about, making your past disappear. The black girl who was on there, who was talking about, she didn't even want to really speak about her transition. And it's like, so what you think if you don't talk about it, then you wasn't a boy before? Like, just because you don't talk about it, don't mean
let me go home with a beautiful woman and find a dick. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna have some problems. That would be very strange. I never had that experience. Thank you, Lord. I ain't never had that experience. But
and you can't get mad at people if that is not what they want. You can't get mad at people if you came in rapping that they feel like is assigned to certain things that they are attracted to. You can't get mad at people for that. Just like I feel like you and I can't get mad at somebody for wanting to take on a different gender. I can't get mad at you for that. Live your life. I am accepting, baby. I will call you whatever you want to be called. He, she, whatever. I respect your wishes and what you decide to do. But what we not going to do is lie about it just to make you feel comfortable.
All right, Malik. I'm just saying. Safe to assume.
And Malik, you're gay.
Seriously, because I think it's safe to assume he's talking about a D underneath the dress. Because if he's talking post-op, I mean, that's a woman that looks like a woman and she has the equipment to be a woman. That's a woman. I mean,
but only parts of the equipment.
What I mean?
You don't
have the innards. You got the innards.
Ovaries.
You just got you got your taint slit open.
Bleeding at school.
You got your taint slit open and then flopped in and pushed out and tucked in.
And we
all
respect
that
your
shit.
struggle and what it is to be you.
She's got a strong opinion.
Don't disrespect.
You own it. You own this mother. You own it, baby.
Because you know why I've been feeling like this for a long time, but I didn't want to say anything because I feel like they often bully people into not saying things because everything you say is homophobic or everything you say is transphobic. I'm a bisexual woman that has been raised and been around all different kinds of people, including trans people, post and pre-op, taped, tucked and everything else. I love everybody and I want you to be protected under the law, have all of the rights, have all of the happiness in the world. But when it comes to semantics, y'all are gonna have to get better at expressing yourselves and not being so defensive because none of this shit is easy to understand. And the fact that during this interview, y'all couldn't even understand it enough to explain it clearly says a lot. So if you're gonna talk about giving people grace to understand and be better at being open to different types of people, then you need to give them a chance to do that.
You always get it so real from the queen, right?
And I mean, we've discussed this before because Brett had said before how he feels about when people start transitioning their children at an early age.
Keep my name out your mouth.
Your little girl, you was talking about how you don't want your little girl on a team playing wrestling with a kid that still has his
now
junk.
we're talking about sports. We're going to talk about, and look, some people got offended. We had a little thread on that. Brittany, I am so hurt. They're like, come on now. You need to stop getting so offensive. Look, people are so offended. You can't ever get nothing accomplished because you're so offended about it.
Why are you disappointed in me pointing out a fact? Just like they said some of the dumbest shit on that thing talking about why do we need to have different bathrooms for men and women? So you mean to tell me you want your daughter going into a bathroom where men are in there using a bathroom?
That's not a man. That would be the argument. I am not a man.
I'm not talking about trans people. I'm not talking about trans people. I'm talking about I identify cisgendered men. They were saying,
I'm not a man. Brittany.
Stop it. Stop it. Man. They were saying that they don't understand why we need to have bathrooms based off sex. And I feel like, how could you, the fact that you are a man saying that means your maleness is the ignorance. Women constantly feel like we're walking around with a pot of gold in our panties that somebody's trying to steal from us and they know we haven't.
You do.
Okay? So I don't understand why you feel like just because, you know, once you transition, you want to be able to go into a certain bathroom. Does that mean all of a sudden I need to be letting grown-ass, regular, you know, possibly could be rapey men go into the bathroom where my little girl is going into the bathroom to use the bathroom? Nobody's saying that a woman couldn't be with a man and all of this extra stuff. But what I'm saying is, there should always be a bathroom for women and a bathroom for men and a bathroom for you people in the middle who don't know but don't care either way. I'm happy for y'all too, okay? But if you've transitioned into a woman, go into the woman's bathroom. If you transition to a man, go in the man's bathroom. I feel like this is very simple. But we're not about to sit up here and act like women don't have a fear and shouldn't have a fear of being somewhere around men without any panties on or with them pulled down to their ankles. Like, as a woman, I'm actually, like, annoyed by that type of thinking. Like, oh, as a gay man, you actually open up your mouth and say, why do we need separate bathrooms? You don't have separate bathrooms at your house? Yeah, because I can just about hope and guess that most people don't have to worry about being assaulted when they go to the bathroom at their house.
Yeah, it's a single use. It's one person at a time.
Exactly.
Nobody's ever, like, I never had a group of people.
Right.
They're all fit into my bathroom and piss on each other.
Exactly. So there were a lot of things said in that interview that was just problematic, did not make the situation any better. And I feel like I don't understand why you can't say this is who you are, this is what you've been through, this is who I am, this is who I've been through. We can all be women, but we can be certain subsets of women.
She'll talk about it all damn day, but we can't.
I'm done.
Bye. Love y'all.
I'm done. I say what I have to say.
I love you guys.
So, yes. Everybody get down below in the description box and get the link to our podcast. Okay, get into that. And also, don't forget about our social media platforms. Instagram is where we at. Thank you.
Don't forget about our hat out in the front for all your donations that you want to throw this way.
Yes, please support our channel.
Just
We're
give
trying
them
to
up.
keep this up. And if you enjoy us, send us to your people, okay? Share us to your friends.
That's
especially if you black with white friends or white with black friends and y'all have conversations like this all the time. Go ahead and let your friends know. We know there are people out there like, you know, us.
See you next time, baby.
Peace out.